Investors recently looked back at two significant market milestones. March 9th marked the anniversary of the bottom, and March 10th was the 10-year anniversary of the NASDAQ peak, so kind of the flip side there. But a lot of people, looking back at both those dates, do think that we do have a more healthy stock market right now as the economy continues to recover. But what do you guys think? Are we in another bull market? Are investors behaving rationally? Well, if you were looking for optimism from my readers, guess again. Dennis Ruckabush thinks the U.S. will go the way of Japan. The Japanese Nikkei index stands at about 1/4 of the all-time high it reached in December 1989. That's 2 lost decades, and the third one is well underway. The U.S. market will follow the same path. It has been artificially inflated starting in the early 80s with the middle class's retirement money. With the odds of a successful privatization of Social Security now close to zero, there is no money to drive the market up. It's an interesting theory there, and there are a lot of people who do agree that could be a big problem for the markets going forward. You may not have as many dollars flowing into 401k accounts, which has helped to boost stocks. I'm hopeful, though, that his predictions of 3 lost decades for the United States proved to be wrong, though. We'll have to wait and see, obviously. Jim Larson doesn't make a market prediction per se, but he does point out that people have gotten too greedy during this most recent bull run. The trouble is that people believe the myth perpetuated by stockbrokers that you can average a 10% return on stocks over time. Not only does this myth fuel unreasonable expectations, it motivates management to take huge risks as they try to make it happen. That's a fantastic point there. You definitely had, during the last bull market, many corporate executives really taking irresponsible, silly decisions. I think it'd be naive to think that that game will completely go away. Of course it won't. As long as you have quarterly earnings estimates and targets out there, management's going to do what they have to try and at least meet them, if not beat them. Finally, George Matthew Aluparambal argues there's no logic to the markets whatsoever. If one could relate stock movement with rational thinking, then we could have had numerous winners. But unfortunately, it's the opposite. It's a very cynical view there, but there is certainly a lot of truth to that. Sometimes good news is considered bad on Wall Street. Bad news like job cuts and layoffs are considered good because it'll boost profits. It definitely does seem like a bizarro world many times. But you have to realize, though, that investing still, there are some rules and some methods to try and make money out there that have, over time, proven to be successful. So it's not as irrational as many out there seem to think.